Hey nametags and welcome, this is Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. So over 2 years ago I uploaded a video of an installation of a cooler. I think it was the Noctua NH-D15 AMD quick unboxing. Okay, unfortunately I messed up the audio so bad that I'm gonna let a sample play. And don't worry if you can't hear much, this is not going to be from your speakers or headphones. This is the actual audio playback from the uploaded video onto YouTube. Let's have a taste. Okay, no chit chatting, we're just going to open this damn thing. This is not unboxing, head unboxing. Right, so what we got, neatly packaged, secure, right. Intel, we're not going to need. Okay, if you barely heard this or you heard nothing at all, this is again not coming from your speakers or headphones. This is the actual volume of this video, which is pretty bad. And as you can see, I've got 28 dislikes out of 56, and I'm guessing that's the main reason, because although the content itself isn't like professional quality, but it is actually better than a lot of my previous videos to that. So I'm gonna guess this is because of the volume. And unfortunately, we used to have something called a YouTube video editor where you could edit some aspects of the video, but a lot of the features have been disabled as of 20 September 2017. So we can't really edit that audio, unfortunately. There is an audio section, but you can only add certain tracks from the library from YouTube, or you can replace some of these tracks, but you can't change the original audio. And in terms of the enhancements, there's only things like autofix and stabilization and some sort of features and special effects like light, contrast, color temperature, saturation, and the speed. And you can trim parts of it still, but nothing to do with the audio. So the only solution for me is to re-upload this video with better audio using the original video and the original audio. See if we can enhance that a bit, at least to get the volume up. And however, that's gonna completely disregard my previous upload, but we're gonna have to live with that. And like I said, it's been over 2 years. I've only got 6,000 views or over 6,000 views, so I'm not too bothered. So stay tuned with me, and we're gonna see what we can do today. I'm gonna do this live for the first time, so I may mess up. I do apologize. And before we continue, make sure you hit me that like button and also subscribe so you can be notified of future videos of myself, and enable the bell icon as well. Okay, right. So what we're gonna do, I've still got the original file which I uploaded, and it's in an MP4 format. It's this one. It's about 258 megabyte at 1080p. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you, if you want to extract the audio, you can use a program like Audacity. Audacity is free for you to download and install, but there's also two libraries you need to install, which is going to be the FFmpeg, I think it's called, and the lame library. I'm going to try to put a link below for a tutorial of that, because these will contain the codecs of what you need for all the or almost all the types of audio. Now what you could potentially do is you can drag the video straight into Audacity like that, and it will extract the audio as an MP4, because I think this was uploaded as an MP4. And like you can tell from the wave lines, I mean, this first section is pretty low, and this last bit looks a bit higher. Let me just play back a bit. Okay, that's the first part, and the next part where the audio waves a bit higher.
Conclusion time. This was the 1800-pound Cooler Master Cosmos 2 build, which belongs to my friend.
Right, as you can tell, there's a difference even in that audio in the two sections. Please don't ask me how that happened. I don't remember. Back then I was a noob, complete noob, and I struggled a lot with audio. Okay, so that's one way you could actually extract the audio. Another way I'm going to show you is you can use a video editor. I'm using Premiere Pro today. You can use any, it should work. And I'm going to bring the video file. Okay, and what you can do, bring this into your timeline, and you can also extract the audio only. So go to File and go to Export Media. You can also choose AAF, which is the audio, but I'm going to go to Media to show you the visual. So in Media, you have two ticks here: export video and export audio. We're going to untick export video and leave audio, and I want it as an AAC, which is, I think the audio codec for AAC is a more uncompressed version. Someone can correct me. So I want that, and we're gonna output the name as in my audio file folder. I'm gonna call it old Noctua, the NHD15. Okay, I'm gonna save that and click on export. Now this should not take long because it's just the audio file, and I'm gonna go back to Audacity, and I'll show you if the file has extracted, or go to audio, and here we got it. The old Noctua NHD15 just extracted as 16.8 megabyte. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just click and drag that onto Audacity. Okay, and still it's doing the same job importing as an MP4. Okay, right, now there's not much I can do with this type of audio, okay, in terms of enhancing the quality, but we're gonna try and make it at least a bit louder. But the first thing I want to do is to split this track, because this, if I increase the volume, everything will be increased and we're gonna have way too many peaks. So I'm going to split this here, and I think it's in edit, clip boundaries, and split. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a track, a stereo track, because this is already stereo. Add new track, right? And then I'm going to select this tool, which is the grab tool, and I'm going to grab and bring this down because I want to work on them separately. And then when I'm done, I'm going to put them back together, or maybe even I'll export them separately. Okay, so now let's go back to my select tool. The first thing I want to do is click the whole thing, and we can try to add a bit of effects to it. Let's see if we can try to normalize it first, whether it'll make any difference. Just a slight difference. Okay, after this, maybe I'll try to compress it, but it's already pretty much compressed, but I want to see if it makes a difference into the wave lines. Okay, slight difference, so you know, bigger, better for me at the moment, more volume. And maybe I'll try to put some equalization, so some treble boost. Okay, and after that, I think I'm gonna try to put some gain. I'm gonna increase the gain to, let's say, 10. All right, so now I'm gonna play that back. We're just gonna open this damn thing. This is not unboxing. I hate unboxing. Right, see what we got. Okay, we've got much better volume, so that's okay. I'm okay with that. Now I'm also going to do something with this one, maybe.
Was the 1800-pound Cooler Master Cosmos.
Right, let's do similar. So we double click that to select it. I'm gonna add some normalization. Oh, that's way too much. We're gonna compress that. And I'm gonna put some equalizer, and maybe I'll normalize it again, see if it reduces it, because it's too loud right now. Okay, so let's play that back.
This was the 1800-pound.
It's much louder than the other one, so let me put some hard limiter so I can level all the wave lines and play that back again.
The 1800-pound Cooler Master Cosmos 2.
Okay, let's compare with this one. Ooh. Oops.
In the end, I did not use the second fan because it was giving me some clearance issue with the. This was the 18.
Okay, there's a difference between the volume, but at least the difference is not as marginal as before. Okay.
Conclusion time. This was the 8.
I'm gonna reduce the gain on this, maybe to -3.
Time. This was the 1800.
Okay, now I'm going to export these two separately. So we're gonna call this export selected audio and new, but we're gonna call this A as in for the first part. Okay, and then select the next part, and we're going to export it as B. New, but this one is going to be B. Right, we'll leave this, and let's go back to Audacity and bring in the other two. So we have A and B, selecting them and dragging them onto the viewer. Now here is, I believe this is A. Yep, let's play that back.
See what we got.
It's not
neatly packaged.
Okay, so
Something for you to consider.
so right now let's check B.
And despite me strongly advising otherwise,
Okay, it's not as bad. Okay, now that's much better. So now what I'm going to do, so you can see the whole thing. Here's the previous audio. I'm going to drag the first part onto the timeline and put it under there. I hope it's aligned. No, it's not. Okay, and then the second part, drag and snap it. Okay, now let's play that back to hear the difference. First, let's play back together.
okay, no chit chatting. We're just gonna open this damn thing.
So just want to make sure it's synchronized properly. Now I'm gonna mute the new track and play it back.
This is not unboxing. Unboxing.
Really bad, as you can tell. The audio level is barely over 30. Stop that. I'm gonna mute the old track and play the new one.
Right, Intel we're not gonna need.
Now this is much better, and let's check the last bit as well. So mute the new one.
Since it needed some TLC for optimization, and
That's the
despite
old
me
track.
strongly
It's not too
advising
bad, but let's mute the old one and play the new one.
otherwise, my stubborn friend went with this behemoth of a
Okay, right. Spare me the comments on the audio, yeah, and the tone and everything. It was really bad. I mean, it's still not that good, but it's better. Okay, so now before we carry on, I am going to now just drag this up to replace the old audio, and drag this up, and that should be fine in principle. Playback, unmute.
open this damn thing. This is not
Better.
unboxing. I hate unboxing.
As the middle.
Cruise, because remember I told you. Anyway, the CPU temp.
Right, that's much better. Okay, so now all we need to do is to export this as a new video, and I'm just going to upload that onto YouTube and disregard the other one. So we're going to go back to export media. Remember to tick export video, and we're going to make sure we rename it, and we're going to call it new Noctua NHD 15 video. Okay, we're going to get a new video, so I'll know which one to upload, and click on save and export that, and I shall see you in a few minutes. Okay, I believe it just finished, so I'm gonna have a look. Let's go into my folder and go to, where is it? Oh, I left it in video for some reason. Here it is. It should not be there. Let me put it in my completed video folder. Let's be proper. Okay, so let's just play this back.
Okay, no chit chatting. We're just gonna and
Sounds fine. Sounds fine.
full spaces. Expected is this.
Sounds fine. What we could also do is do a comparison. If we really bothered, just gonna bring the old one back in there. Play that back.
AMD we're going to need. Yep.
Pretty terrible. And the new one,
Intel we're not gonna need.
much better. So that's gonna be it, and all I need to do now is go to my YouTube channel and upload this new thing. But I'm sure this is a tutorial for another time, or you probably already know how to do this. Now, I forgot to mention that if you don't have the original video, that you could always download it from lots of apps online. You can do that, and I'm pretty sure you can do it from YouTube itself as well. There is a way, but you might get it as a 720p format and not 1080p if your original was 1080p. So that's something to bear in mind, but it should not be a problem, because all you need to do is import it into, you know, a video editor like Premiere Pro, and then you can export it back out to 1080p. You might lose some quality, but you're trying to salvage a previously really bad video. Okay. Alright guys, so I hope this was helpful. So, you know, and that's obviously if you have a very old bad video and you don't mind losing some of the views, but the point is, if you kept the views, you know, if you kept it on there, you might get a lot more hate, a lot more dislikes. So it might be worth considering redoing this, and I'm okay with this, but I don't know if I would do this for 1 million views video. But then again, if I did, I'll probably just buy another Noctua and then reinstall it, do a proper tutorial. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. You know what to do down below as usual. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, and also subscribe if you have not done so yet. As always, this was a pleasure. This was Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. Until next time, peace out.